What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our very first time playing Songs of Six. If you are enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we are still increasing our town. Our health is looking phenomenal right now. We're in a really good position with our health. Somehow, building this single physician up here increased our physician bonus by like to 2.2, which is insane, because that basically boosted our total to what it is past 1.0. so that is doing fantastic. Our population is up to 2414. We're waiting for more immigrants to come in because we just got all of our troops home. We just recently conquered Spearland, which is going to help us with our food production, which is absolutely fantastic. So now we're kind of preparing for our next war, which it does look like we've already taken trade off or canceled our trade agreement with Heartwind. And seeing that this is the weakest next faction that we're going to go up against, this is probably who we're going to be attacking. Since we are grabbing another 8.9 in taxes over here, I do think it'd be a good idea to increase our vegetable production. It's going to give us 243. It is going to drop our taxes by 6.15, but I think that's okay. Go ahead and get that going. For our next upgrade, we need to hit 3,000 population, and that's going to give us another 50 knowledge, another 8 noble promotions, another 50 innovation. I do think that that's something that we need to start focusing on. We have 0 knowledge available and only 10 innovation, and all of our buildings are completely full with workers. So I think our next step is to keep kind of expanding this, keep expanding our knowledge. We have 41 workers available. That should go up as immigrants continue to come on in. Available, attracted per day, says 26. Happiness is 94%. Food servings, we're giving them furniture, pottery, maxed out clay, maxed out fabric, maxed out wood. I wouldn't mind getting some gemstones here soon. I don't understand why this is going down, because we have clothing available. You are making us additional furniture. We have an additional metal smelter over here because I would like to start getting plate armor, but we need the knowledge to be able to research it is the issue. I do kind of feel like maybe a warehouse over here would be the right idea. How many can we raise in conscripts? It's 11. Because I kind of feel like all we need to do right now at the moment is worry about pushing out gear instead of troops. Because if we can keep pushing out troops, now I would assume that would lower our workforce and our taxes. We still don't really understand how raising conscripts works. Maybe we should try that? If we were to do 100 with 70% military training, that would take 81 days. That is a very long time. If we do no training, it's 3 days. I mean, we should be able to take on their army with our troops. They have 255 soldiers. But then we also have to worry about their defenses. Garrison is 798 and 442. But I don't feel like we can really focus soldiers right now. I mean, we still have a while before we can declare war. Maybe once our treaty freshness gets down to like 20%, we start testing out what that looks like. Yeah, because we're still at 88%. That's a lot of betrayal, especially to afflict on our other factions. Surrounding factions is 3, which would basically put everybody in the negative for us. So we don't want that. Trade with you is 123,000, which we could afford if we wanted to. And then we're probably gonna go after Hudenreich next, who has an army of 567. But then once we take these guys out, we can go ahead and grab this free city, hopefully. So that'll be another like 6 territories we can grab, which should be really nice for our kingdom, which in turn should hopefully make us powerful enough to take on somebody like Instrag, who is going to be next on the list, because taking out these factions won't open up access to another faction. Taking out Instrag, however, should open us up to quite a few factions. So something to consider in the near future, but probably not for a couple episodes still. So our population is going up slowly but surely. Maybe we just kind of fast forward, wait for that to build up. I don't think we should worry about pushing out more weapons yet. Although, our decay rate is 2.13, which is quite a lot. Maybe we switch... Where are we selling our Warhammers at? Here. Maybe we start selling you more at like 2100? Bows can kind of stay unless we have an available crate for them. I mean, we do have another crate here. So maybe we start selling you at about 2k as well. That is going to slow down the money that we're making. We're still positive net from taxes. That inflation is hitting hard though. Okay, see how we're doing on food. Our food is going up, because we were just at 4 days. We're now at 5. We kind of got to think about where we want to go next. We have 67 homes available. We can still upgrade these homes. Do we have any homeless? We have 7. Let's get those houses upgraded. We are pretty full on fabric. Again, leather is a huge issue for us. We kind of decided that this is where our wall was going to be. So if we were to do... more innovation... You're not a rounded building. Would like to keep these buildings rounded. Maybe we can get something like that going. And then should actually probably make this even. So that way we can run a road down here, and then this can be an opening to our gate, or to our walls. We'll round this building, and then see how many stations we can put in here. Okay, that's not gonna quite work how I want it. It's not gonna line up nicely with this. I mean, we could always move this hearth if we want to. And then we can get doors. On the south side? It's 54 workers. Let's do something like that. And then let's expand our road here. I think we'll kind of leave that for now. We'll plan out that road later, and if we need to move our hearth, then so be it. But I think I would kind of like this to be where our gate opens down here. We are actually very low on stone at the moment. Is our stone masonry full yet? Nearly. You can only fit 2 more people. Let's go ahead and get our 2 people in there. And then the next place we can get stone is over here. Which our wall is going to cut into. So we might have to round our wall a little bit. But that's something that we will look at in a little while. For now, let's go ahead and make sure we're getting our innovation up, so we can unlock some more research. Ah. I made this building uneven. That's alright. We can fix that at a later time if we want. $54 workers. Yeah, that's increasing innovation by quite a bit. We have a 0 homeless. Did we get another stage? We did. These subjects will be attracted by your current happiness. My problem with this area is I feel like it's gonna start getting, like, blocky again. I don't necessarily want it to. I do want to get a library in here. This isn't what I want, is it? No. I want... There we go. Want the library. Do something like this. And then we go for the shelves. Doors are gonna have to be on this side. Can we fit a small one in here? No. That's gonna be 24 workers. $72 efficiency. What's that, 100? We actually don't need all these. Okay, we do need this small one though. We're gonna need doors up here. Is there anywhere else that we could maybe fit some shelves? I know it said that we could over here. Does make this room a little crowded, but... we'll do something like that. It's not the prettiest, but we do still have it rounded. It'll increase our knowledge. Innovations up to 73, which is fantastic. Is there anything we can do to, like, boost our research output? I mean, I doubt it. Using research to boost research? Actually, we can. For an improved or advanced library, it looks like we need cut stone and gems. For an improved lab, we would need metal. Okay. And we need to go through all of these to get scholars, which increases our production rate of both innovation and knowledge. But I don't think our people really care about school. Yeah, education. They're happy. They dislike education. They do like indoctrination. How do you indoctrinate? Ah. So school and universities do indoctrinate. So we probably should go through those at some point, because it looks like they give nice bonuses to our work. Occupation. Yeah, it looks like they would give bonuses to our Auroch pastures, clay pits, cotton farms, fruit farms, orchards, gem mines, grain, herb, libraries, opiates, ore, and stone, vegetable mines, and woodcutters. That would actually be really nice, and that would make our people pretty happy if we could get that going. Our happiness is only at 90, 91. We need more bathhouses. Is what we need. I mean, we still wanted to expand our bathhouse over here. I suppose we could get a bathhouse in the center. That should be under health, right? It's not what I wanted. Do something like that. Close up those walls. Ah, I was really hoping the benches would fit here. Actually, we can get some benches. That would be all we need. Although you're not going to be rounded how I wanted you to be. But I suppose we could still round you on this side. And then we can put our doors here and here. Yeah, let's do that. That'll also give us another boost to our health. Not that we really need it, but hopefully that makes people a little more happy. Because our access to our bathhouses is only at 26%, so if we could get that up, that would be nice. Our people also want barbers, massage parlors, taverns, and restaurants. And then we need to start looking at upgrades. What's our knowledge up to? Right now, just 11. But for all of our upgrades, we need knowledge. All of them. Innovation is just kind of going to boost our work. Yeah, all of this is knowledge. Let's see here. We do want the court. How is our food doing? We're at 3 days, but we are going to get our harvest soon. Fiber is doing absolutely fine. I'm almost tempted to get rid of this farm. I just feel like that farm's not making too much of a difference. You are producing about 665 throughout the year. Could always delete this farm just to like clean it up. You're producing about 1.62 in a year. Treasury seems to be pretty stable. We're still buying fruit and we're still buying leather. If we were to increase you, it's about 1.2k in taxes that would drop. I'll take it. I think we can afford the tax drop. At least a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can't boost you to 2,500. Accident has occurred. And then we wanted to kind of get like a second row of housing over here. Boom, that is now finished. Let's go ahead and get these roads down. And then I am going to get a torch over here. Decorations. Boom. Large torch. But that is another thing that we wanted to look at, was more lighting. Get you there. Get you there. Probably get a torch in here. Probably should get some torches going down this strip. Okay, hopefully that makes our people a little more happy. That should be environment. Torches going up. Flower beds and trees we could use some more of. Which I suppose is something else we could focus on. .12. You can service up to about 30 people. We do have to watch coal. All these bathhouses are using it. Still only says about 27% access. Now it's starting to go up a bit. 31, 32, 33. Another accident occurred. Could always start looking into finally getting the breeder down instead of relying on immigration. That would also increase our happiness a little bit, because our people would be native. We're looking for more decorations right now. Alright, let's get trees down here. Have a bunch of trees in the center. Get a nice big tree in there. You guys still need some trees. This should make you guys happy. Hopefully that improves things a little bit. Get some trees tucked into that corner. For a torch, we could probably fit a big one in here, even though it is kind of blocked off. Could get a big one in here, though. Well, not really. Let's get maybe something there. Something here. See, let's go ahead and get all that built up and kind of see where we're at in terms of environment. That should help a little. Chivalry's back up to 100%, which is amazing. How are our rations doing? We don't want any slaves. We're still positive 7.62. If we could get a lot of this decay rate down, that would be amazing. How are we looking? Knowledge is 32. What do we need to decrease decay again? That should be... Where was that? Gosh, we need 50. Your people learn how to properly store goods and preserve foods for longer periods of time. Maintenance would be kind of nice too, but I don't feel like our resources we're running low on. I'm a little surprised that stone isn't building up more quickly if we're net 103. How's our health doing? Bathhouses still isn't looking super great, if I'm being honest. It does look like we're gonna need more homes. But I'm sure, yeah, we can still get upgrades within the city. But we do have quite a few vacant houses over here. which isn't super great. You guys never even got your first upgrades. I feel like we continue to build stuff here, maybe these people will want to work these jobs. But also, if we could get more buildings running down here, we just don't really... We might have too many houses in the center. Do we have homeless? We have 4. Let's say where they're at. No. Yeah, we must just not have enough work over here. Also, something that we need to consider is getting some more breweries down. Oh, we don't have anybody working here. Like, at all. I don't think I realized that. I mean, again, it's not gonna do too much. Are you storing brews? You are. I don't really think we need to be storing mushrooms. But, I mean, we have available crates, so... Alright, we're still positive on coal. Grain should be fine. And then we're also using pots, which that does put us negative. Maybe that's why we turned it off. Where is basic craftsmanship? Tailors, ration makers, potteries, and carpenters. We do need more pots and we do need more furniture. We do need more clothing. Yeah, I don't think that would be a bad one to get. I might do you twice. That boosted you up to positive. Furniture's 24. Ration makers is 9.98. I think that might be using a little more bread, but... And then what was the other thing? Clothing. 64. Okay, I think that was a wise allocation of our innovation points. How is our fruity freshness doing? It's down to 75. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, if we could get like more jobs over here. I'm assuming none of our farms need more jobs. Our grain is actually full at the moment. You have 0 crates. I guess we don't need this much bread. Because we're not stocking up that much yet. Let's make sure we can store all that grain. But that might help out our bread production a bit. Oh, yeah. How often were we overflowing on grain? Because that could have been a huge issue for us. My goodness. I mean, we might as well use the crates. Yeah, that could have been a huge issue for us. That might really help us out with bread. We're up to 7 days of food. I'm gonna get you up to 2550. Gonna have to keep an eye on our homelessness. Can we see where they're allocated at? Not quite. But homelessness is going up. It's not really much more to get within the city. Could always start tearing down some of these houses, I suppose. Make room for something else. Let's go ahead and get 5 more people working here. Maybe that'll help fill up a home. Make sure you guys are all at full capacity. If we could take off this workload. I'm gonna get 3 more. This could actually really help us with our happiness. Wow. Okay, 45 workers then. How are we doing in terms of services? Yeah, this is going up. I believe it was at what, like at probably 55 or around there. Another incident or accident. Get you up to 50 people. $55? My goodness. Let's max you out then. Hopefully that filled some homes for you. Guard post. The market doesn't really need anybody. We're good there. Yeah, how is that doing? We're at 61 now, 62. That was fantastic. We do have 25 homeless. And they're all over here. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. But we can't get any more housing upgraded in this area. So let's go ahead and squeeze some homes in. Something like that, maybe? Because that makes it even here. I guess we don't really need to worry about that. Well, this is kind of where we wanted to do our wall. That can be our gate. If we want it to be. Maybe we can do another gate leading off this main road. Right there. That'll fix our homeless problem right away. Amazing. How is this food stall doing? You guys could use some more workers. Let's go ahead and max you out. Market, you're doing fine. It still says we're negative 30 on our fabric, but it keeps going up. Just trying to see where we can maybe put more jobs in the center. Not sure if we'll have much else available. Are we getting anything for our brews? Yeah, we're getting a little something. Food is pretty low, but we're about to get a harvest. So that is something that we really need to keep in mind. Honestly, getting another bakery going wouldn't be bad. But I would assume that, like, you guys aren't storing grain or anything. So it wouldn't really make sense for us to put a bakery that isn't in this area. I did say eventually I wanted to move all my military stuff. I suppose I could start doing that now. And I could really just focus food in this area. Maybe it is time to start reorganizing things. Because we did want this to be more of like the farming sector. You know what? Let's do it. Let us commit. We could get military training over here. In this next sector that we're thinking about. Yeah, military training here. Get more jobs in here. Get more bakeries. Get more breweries. Can always get more housing down this row. This can stick with like industry. Which means we would eventually move these buildings. I think I will stick with this being our military sector. Do we have you guys right next to each other? We have a space in between. 2, 3. Let's go ahead and get those built. Which aren't too expensive at all. Maybe we'll even put some weapon makers down here. We'll see how we want to do that. Okay, we can get rid of one of these. Okay, we should be able to get rid of all 3 of these now. Boom. This frees up some space over here, which is great. Probably go ahead and copy this brewery. Or this bakery, I mean. Can't quite fit a 3rd. We could move this over. Hopefully this helps with bread production. I do want to move these army depots. It kind of bothers me that that's not even, but... As of right now, the 3 seem to have worked. So I don't think we need to build extras. You guys do need this stuff. Are you guys separated? No, you guys are bringing a little bit of everything. So, smart remove these buildings. Boom. Okay, we're starting to clear this area up a little bit. We have 0 homeless. I do feel like some of these homes have filled up. How much are you making a year? 121. You are going to be using more wood. We might need to improve our woodcutters again. Let's do it. How's our happiness? 98. That's not bad. Those drink servings are helping. How many do you house? 18? 26. Okay. Can we fit another one of these just out of curiosity? No, that's gonna block the gate. Although it looks like these would fit nicely. It would actually fit perfectly. So we can do like 2 back to back here. Leave a road like that. Would allow us to train more if we needed it to. Okay, that's good to know. Stone is looking pretty decent, so let's go ahead and continue building these walls out to here, and then that's where we're gonna put our gate. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Room copier. Probably want a 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and smart remove this building. But we are gonna have to get rid of the walls. So let's dismantle those. And then we're gonna want a room copier of this, but then change you to a brewery. We're gonna want a 2 space. We're gonna probably need to move that well. We're full on spears and furniture. Go ahead and start holding more spears for us, and that could be something else that we start selling. Start stocking up on livestock again. We're nearly up to 1.5 mil. You're selling at 2100. Ah, it's because your decay rate. So we would need more smithies. Metal is maxing out as well. Yeah, let's sell spears instead then. We'll keep 1840. And furniture is full. But I have a feeling that if we add more furniture to our furniture, we'll be in the negative. Clothing does not seem to be going up. We've been at like 1,000 for a long time. Let's go ahead and just start planning out this road. Because this is going to be archery, but I would like to start getting my melee, my training grounds in. So if we go with room copiers here, probably going to want to leave a 2-block road here. The next opening isn't until way down here. We could always squeeze in another gate somewhere, though. If we wanted to. I might put you right up against the road here. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like military training in the center isn't bad. But I don't know how large I want this area to be before I start walling it off. I don't know if I want to put my smithies in here, because we have, like, all our ore in here. We have our metal smelters over here. Like, I might just keep this. Maybe we'll build more weapons here. Weapon making and armor making. But I suppose we're planning one thing at a time, and that is to make this more of a food district than anything. While this small area is our new military training. So, we're still, like, getting something done. We just might end up moving more stuff later. Which is fine. Okay, so let's get rid of... Let's say... this one next, I suppose. Because then we can extend our breweries and bakeries out this way. And what is our progress on our treaty freshness? It's at 52%. So maybe by an episode or two, we'll be able to start pushing out, conquering some more territories. But all of that in the future. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.